These are the candidate vaccines that Operation Warp Speed has invested in. And the only two we're going to talk about today are BioNTech, Pfizer, and Moderna. They have completed their phase 3 trials. You know that the EUA has been granted. How well do these two vaccines work? Very well. And I can tell you absolutely far beyond my most optimistic expectations. mRNA is a new platform, that is true, and the efficacy of these two vaccines is absolutely remarkable. The early data from both suggests not only that they will prevent illness in the vaccinated population, but they look very likely to be very effective against severe disease. The manifestations of COVID-19 that wind you up in the hospital, in the ICU, on ventilators, etc. The AstraZeneca Oxford vaccine is fascinating, and there are some incongruities in the results from their clinical trials that I think will slow down an EUA for that vaccine probably by a few weeks, but stay tuned. The data that we have is the impact on illness, not infection and not transmission. That will be important further on. Both companies did press releases early on, basically saying no serious safety concerns. And I agree with them. It just depends on how you define serious safety concerns in a certain sense. The table that I've given you here is adverse drug events that interrupt activities of daily living. In the jargon of vaccine trials and drug trials, these are what are called grade 3 or higher adverse events. And what you see here are the rates in the briefing documents provided by FDA and the company for fever, fatigue, muscle and joint pain, and headache. The safety data are from a median of 2 months follow-up after the second dose of both vaccines. There are multiple programs to monitor safety going forward. And serious adverse events beyond 6 weeks after completion of a vaccine series are in fact very, very rare. And the two most relevant examples I've showed you here. These were killed vaccines for measles and respiratory syncytial virus back in the 60s, probably not relevant to these vaccines.